guys, I am continuing my journey on moving out of my dorm. Some stuff is still here, as you can see, but this is the stuff that I'll be moving out today. I move things out in increments so I don't feel like overwhelmed, and I just don't like, not put pressure on myself, but I just don't do so much and put so much on my plate. So there is some things still here that I still like may need until like it's actually time to go, which is like really like next week or like the week after. So I kind of waited a little late, but at the same time, thank God I didn't bring as much stuff and whatnot too. And these are empty. Most of my stuff was always empty anyway, like these and most of this. I only had this, these, and that down here, along with like 2 rags, one for dishwashing and one for drying my hands and whatnot. Yeah, I have this for like when I may need to clean something, because we're supposed to clean before we leave, so I don't know. But yeah, so this is pretty much what I have left. And when I some things like just to make it easier on me, I just throw it away. It's dollar stuff anyway. Still something with it's dollar stuff. And it's just something that I can throw away because I have no space for it. And I don't need to bring all that stuff. It's already cluttered and I need to make space as it is, so. How much of a blessing that was for that to be down there, for that cart to be down there. Like, those are so like far from, like, I don't know if that makes sense, but those are so scarce. Thank God I'm in the word. Amen. Those are so scarce, especially when it's move out time. It's like we have to share like 4 of them between 2 whole buildings and maybe even more, but we're closer to each other. So they come over here for baskets and then some of the baskets be over there. And sometimes people still keep the baskets, or they keep them on their hallway because they're too lazy or just didn't have time to put them back where they needed to be. So now I gotta move my candles there. And I cleared out this back section. I still got this. I want to put this. I still want to bring this as well. I know I need to dump it, but I still want to bring this. I can go ahead and see where I want to put it in my room, and then just use this one since it's like smaller. I don't really have much in here other than my towels, which will go home with me for like dirty clothes. This, but it's almost like empty. The tissue, but you just use tissue, and some of the soaps. Now these, I would need to bring with me, of course, but that should be able to go in like my bag and stuff, and all of this stuff is not mine. Packed my car. Thank God it is so hot. I got the air blasting, and I pray that that trash can don't make my car stink, because I didn't clean the inside. I cleaned the outside though with all of that stuff on it. I just put on some hand sanitizer. But yeah, it's so hot. I need to go to Chick-fil-A and get something to eat before I leave. It is 12:27. So I usually leave to go home later, but I've been going home earlier to get some more time before I have to leave again, so.
Katie?
I just got some Chick-fil-A, in which you'll see I got the usual this time. I didn't get the spicy chicken sandwich. I got the usual fries, which feel very fresh. Not used to that lately. Okay, I got the 8-count nuggets. And I got a Coke. I usually get a high C, but I guess everybody likes high C like I do. So it's out of stock for the second time. And I got ketchup this time. I usually don't really get ketchup because like I have so many other sauces. I don't even dip my fries in it like I usually do. I'm a fry dipper in ketchup, but if I'm eating with a sandwich, then unless they're like really dry fries and I don't have any other sauce or anything, then I'll dip make ketchup. But if I like with Chick-fil-A, since I dip like back and forth and there's already a lot of sauce, I just go ahead and just eat them. Plus I love the salt anyway. I love fries for the salt. I am back home, thank God. I got me some donuts while I was on the way back. And I got, I mainly went there because like my boyfriend, he loves like cake foods, and little snack foods. And then it's like new cinnamon toast crunch donut came out, and he wanted some of those. So I went and got them. I didn't know how to order them, and the lady at the thing, she had an attitude with me, so I didn't really know how to order it. But thank God it came out all right. I had class today. I don't know why, because I believe since it's a finals week, class is supposed to like literally be like the last week of class was supposed to be last week, and this week is for finals. Don't know why we had class. Did not go. I only got like a few hours of sleep, but thank God I still slept good, had some good energy. But it's like it be running in my mind to where it be like I legit get like drained, and I be like, I'm tired, I don't want to go. So I still have to, because I have to work. I got so many times this week. I got so many times of working that I usually couldn't work or chose not to work because either it was too late, because I used to do that, but I was like, okay, yeah, I would like some of the money, but I don't need it that bad. I don't need to, be walking out there at nighttime if it's in another building, or just be staying up so late. And especially like I used to work like 1 to 4 a.m. 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. What it was, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And then also, like, if I couldn't get my regular, like, 1 to 4, 4 to 7, I would go, like, 7 to 10, which aren't that bad. But it's like I'm kind of, like, trying to put myself first and do self-care and whatnot and just, like, relax and when I be able to relax and whatnot. So, like, if it's not 4 to 7 or 1 to 4, don't take it and whatnot. And thank God I've been blessed to get the times that I've been getting, especially like this week. Like, I was hoping, because like this is probably my last week, because we can stay another week, but I was thinking like I don't really, like, I could make some money, but then it's like I want to be back too. So that was a decision that I had to make. But so I got my regular times, because usually when you have class you can't work certain times. So like on Tuesday I could work 1 to 4, even on Thursday I could work 1 to 4, but Thursdays the days I go home and I don't want to leave at like 4 or 5 o'clock, like, because I don't drive in the dark and it's already like it's an hour out. Not trying to do that. Plus I don't want to have to think about work and do that on the day that I'm supposed to relax and go home and whatnot and get on the road. I'm trying to have my mind clear, because I have had times where I was on the road with my mind not clear. I was a mess, but thank God I'm all right. I'm out and I'm safe, as well as others, of course. But yeah, so like with classes you usually can't work certain times, so without class I can work certain times. And I just thought about it. Even if I do have class, I'm probably not gonna go, because this is probably my last semester at that. I did what I could on my projects. I did my part, at least. One of them I haven't even started yet, but I had 2 more to do before I could even start on that one. And thank God that one isn't due until like the 4th, but still, and then so I got those. And then I don't know, but yeah, I got like so many times. I got up to like I think 15 hours this week, so that should be like 150. I'm so proud. I'm so glad. But just also a quick little ramble, like, because I have like a Walmart card, right? It's like a credit card. And it's just something that dawned on me, being a college student and getting out of college and stuff. I should have prepared for this moment, even though I didn't know. But I should have prepared for this moment, because it's like, my usage is like very high. Like, that card needs to be paid down and paid off. And I should have listened to my dad. I should have took my checks, or like at least like like my school check and stuff like that, or at least like my regular checks, and started paying it down, like at least 100 or something, like per check, which only would have took me like maybe 6 checks, because I could have split that. Well, that would have been the whole check. Shoot, honestly, because I ain't really make that much. I made about 100, if I could get 100 sometimes. So, and thank God when I did get 100. So I don't know if I would have been able to do that, but I, at least when I got those big checks, I should have paid that down or off. I should have, because now looking at it, and it's like, there's things that I want to do for self-care and just in general to take care of the house and me. Like, I can't do that with the car that I want to use and whatnot. So I should have done that. It should be my priority, but I was thinking short term and not long term. I didn't want to see a large lump sum of almost $600 leave my account, if I even got that, because you got other stuff that it takes out and stuff too. So, and got stuff to do. And I was also thinking about my business too. I spent nearly $600 starting this business up, because shoot, it was almost $300 just for the jars itself. 80 for the fragrance, probably more than that, and 80 for the wax. So, and then there's a lot more stuff that I purchased too. So, yeah, honestly, at that point in time, I could have sacrificed that $500 or $600 to pay off my car. But the thing was, at that time, I wanted to start my business, and I was thinking about putting my business ahead, because I had thought about, like, last semester. I was like, if I knew I wanted to start a business, then I could have literally easily just took that and said, okay, I'm going to buy myself with it. But I didn't think about it, or even my work when I started it. I thought about it when legit I was back home, and like the last day that I could work, I was like, I could have been buying my stuff piece by piece through each check for my candle stuff. So I had to wait the next semester to do it. I'm like, what? So this semester, I took it upon myself. Thank God it worked out. And I split up my checks. And I said, okay, I'm going to get, and I put all my totals out. And I said, I'm going to at least try to make this much. Because in the beginning, I was able to get about $130.50. Now I've only been able to get like 87 and whatnot with the times that I've been able to get, but thank God in the beginning I was able to get those to even, get my supplies and whatnot. And even then, it's like I also had my school check in which I said I didn't want to see large sums leave. I'd rather see it leave out of my smaller check and then put the rest back into the big check. But even with that, I thought that was the way to do it, in which I did. But some of it too, I didn't wait for my small checks. I just go ahead and did it out my big check, which, I'm glad I did. Like, I'm proud of myself. I made that last a long time because I'm usually not able to do that. Like, not on my part sometimes. I do buy unnecessary stuff sometimes, but I don't think it's fully on me. So, yeah. But yeah, I was actually proud and thank God I was able to hold it for so long and be able to put, back into it what I spent, even if it's less and whatnot, because, it's something, out of nothing. So. Okay, so I just got back. Thank God I am late for my shift because it took my dad like 13 minutes to pack my car, so I got on the road like 13 minutes late. So with that being said, I'm about 6 minutes late for my shift. And then I eat on my shift too, so that's gonna take another few minutes. So I'll probably be there around like 1:10, 1:15. I already told the lady I was gonna be late. Thing about it though, I texted her while I was on the road doing 70, almost 80 something. Thank God it was safe, but yeah, I know you're not supposed to do that. So, but I just let her know because she's been on people's butts lately about like not being there on time. Because some people do like skip out on shifts and whatnot too. So and try to get paid for it. So, but yeah, thank God I am here, and I got a 1 to 7 shift. I'm walking to Chick-fil-A and I am very uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable because I think my cysts have grew back. I get cysts on my ovaries. I think it's because of the birth control that I have, which is an IUD. And I get cysts on my ovaries sometimes, so I get pain. I am currently on shift. Thank God I am here and I got the ones that I got because it will be very helpful. And I got Chick-fil-A, so I was even a little bit more late than I was probably supposed to be. I have a random cut on my finger and I don't know when or how I got it. I just saw it while I was driving and put some sanitizer on it and it's still hurts. They surprised us good, and thank God they got the high C back. I love me some high C, and I like pink lemonade. Honestly, the people that make this, I think they make the same juice, who make high C and pink lemonade. I love them both. I think I was drinking a bit too much pink lemonade recently because I think it's lemonade, so it's acidic. So yeah. Thank God I am finally off. I had 2 shifts. I worked 2 shifts today. It feels so muggy in these rooms, but I gotta get my rest of my stuff out the car. I came here a bit late, so I wasn't able to get everything out of my room like I would have hoped. So I gotta go get that right now. Yeah, I'm a little like, I should have just left it at home like I was thinking, just to be lazy. Cause look, I don't know if it was how it was packed. It couldn't have been me carrying it. Cause I carry it from the top and where it's at is the bottom. I have to buy a whole TV. I mean, they like 80, 90 some dollars, but and I get that in my check, thank God. But it's still annoying. It's still annoying. Nah. Yeah. Room looking bare. TV still broken. But last night I was, cause I need something big to watch something on. I used to watch on my laptop like a while ago, but I don't do that no more. I'm so used to like a TV setting. So like that little big strip in the middle wasn't there last night. So even though this side was messed up and it messed up the color sometimes, I could still watch it last night. I may do it what it was, but then I turned it on today. Now the middle strip is there. Since I can't watch it this way, I'm watching it on my laptop. Yeah. Still did not start on my my last paper. My third paper, the one I do by myself, thank God it's the shortest one. I haven't even started on that. I haven't started on that yet, and it's due tomorrow at 1 o'clock, like at the time of our exam period for class. So my other ones we turned in, like the thing is like they turned it in so late. Like we didn't even get to turn in my second project last night because instead of it being due at 11:59, it was due at 11, and he's sending us the paper at 11:30 something. So I mean, I think he's doing something with a funeral, so you know, I give him a little grace on that. But yeah, because we could have made the 11:59 thing, but it was 11. Like what? Like everything else was at 11:59. This was at 11. I don't know. But my first paper that we had to turn in, I think the day before or a few days before, I think it actually was on Sunday. This one was due last night, which was Monday night, and the other one was due on Sunday night. But we didn't make that one either because we made it to turn in, but I asked several times. Like two people did. Okay, one person, we thought he didn't send this part. He swore he did, but he did not keep communication with us. He emailed us one time, one time out the whole conversation, And then we were going frantic, like, oh, we're gonna split his part up, or we're gonna do his part. And then he said, guys, I sent the part. And then we said, where is it? Like, what are you talking about? So the dude who brought the idea of even having to, do his sections, okay, I was like, I did a section, and then another girl did a section. He said he's gonna do 2 sections. So we did a section apiece. Went back, I won't do the rest of them sections. Went back and I asked the person who even brought the idea in the first place, said, oh no, I didn't do them because I thought he said that he did them. So I'm like, but he didn't send it to us. So like, even after he said that, he waited like another hour or 2 just to email us back about it. Then he waited a little longer, I believe. So thing about it, he did his section. He just waited to the last minute to tell us. And because I've been like, we've been keeping communication the whole time saying that, like, even if he took days off, it's still like, where is his part? And then one of the girls in my group, she was like, as soon as I brought it up, because I was the one trying to keep communication most of the time. As soon as I brought it up, she was like, where's the team, the grading rubric? Because, like with projects with the team, you can grade each other. So as soon as I had said so, she said, where's the grading rubric? And I already knew what that meant. She was finna grade him bad. But because it's like, even though he did his part, even with us, right, we kept communication. This could have all been avoided if he communicated with us. Like, if we update a part, I say, she say, he say, oh, I'm doing my part tonight. And if you don't do your part and you didn't email us, we know you didn't do it, or you didn't send it to us. So after we do something, because one, I send it like that so we can see the changes. I can see you on there typing actively. I can see what you put on there. Copy and paste it to the actual document, because on Google Docs and on the Outlook thing, like it's only good because you can share and actively like live see it and changes and stuff like that. The only problem is the formatting is terrible. So you have to copy everything and transfer it on the actual Word document for it to actually look nice and be how it's supposed to be. So we contacted him. We were contacting each other, and then he came in like an hour or 2 later saying I sent it. See, do you see it now? I'm like, no, we don't see it. Like, what are you talking about? Basically, he sent us the document again. He didn't keep in contact with us, because usually you would be like, after you've done it, you'd be like, I did my section, and you send the file if you need to send the file. My other team, you needed to send the file. And that was our problem. They weren't sending the updated files back to back. So if after I did it, I sent it. When they did their part, they didn't send it to me. They didn't send it to us. They're sitting on their own part. So if he do his part, I do my part. I sent my part, but he doesn't have his section, and he doesn't have his section, but he has his own section. He has his own section, and I'm missing out on both of those sections. So that's why we need to turn in last night. And the other dude, he didn't even have a section. He just had like 2 little pieces and whatnot, and he waited till late to do that too. But he's an athlete, so I don't know, but he had a very small section. So I didn't get to turn that piece in because he didn't send it to us in a time, because he said he finished it. It was a few minutes before he said he finished it. I said, okay, can you send it? Did send it. Didn't I send it? I think he finished it before the due date, because he got to turn his in. So, and then the other girl said, okay, I put footnotes on it. She put footnotes on the one that I said that she knew was not the original document that we had to turn in. So I'm like, 1, I can't see this. And 2, if you put it on your own paper, I asked her like 3-4 times. And she was still emailing me, but it kind of like ignored that part about sending me that file. So it's like, I sent in my own file, she sent in her own file, and he sent in his own file, and she doesn't have his section. We don't have his section. I don't have I don't have her section. It's just like, what? But with the other group, it was just like, we had to wait for him to finally like send his part. Like, I don't even know which piece I'm on, but okay, thank God I remember. Amen. So the dude that we were waiting on to send his piece in, he had already did it. It was on a file. It was on the file. It was on a file. It wasn't on my file. The file that everybody could see. I think he downloaded it. And thought that we could all see it. And if you download it and it's on your personal computer, it was still on Outlook and on that Google document, but we can't see that because you downloaded it and did not share it with us. When I put the document up there, I put everybody's emails up there so everybody can see it. That means if you have that link, you can view it. I don't know what he did. It had the same name as the document. It had everything up there, even his section. But, so I don't know why we weren't seeing his stuff. I don't know if he wasn't on the doc. If we weren't on his doc, I don't know what happened. But he finally sent us the link. And when I clicked on it and I saw him up there, I'm like, this is the first time I've seen you up here. Because you can see their names if they're on the doc. And he was like, I put my part up there. And I'm like, no, you didn't, because I don't know what you're on. Because we can see when you're typing. I saw her type. I saw him type. I haven't seen you up here once. And you only sent us one email. He did his part. He just didn't tell us he did it. And he didn't tell us he sent it at that time. He said, oh, I'm sending it to you soon. And nothing else after that. So we didn't know he updated it. So, because if he would have told us he updated it, we would have checked it and looked and been like, I don't see anything. So I don't know what he did with that document, how he got it separate like that, if he took us off because we couldn't see anything, I don't know. But his part needed some work, so we did a little work to that. You know, we put it on the official document. She put her notes in that I couldn't see, so she got to turn that in. And then the dude who was supposed to do his 2 parts in the beginning did them like at 11:30 or at 11:20 something, and said he finished around like 11:30, 11:40. And I'm like, I just turned it in. I don't care anyway, honestly. But and I'm like, okay, can you send it to us? Send it to us. So I'm sending it was 11:40 something, almost 11:50 something. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it in, because he still didn't send it to me. She didn't send it to me. I'm like, bump it. So whatever regular one is gonna be, it's gonna be. Like, I just don't care. So I'm done. And my other project, I haven't even started on that yet. Thank God it's the shortest of them all, but I haven't started on it, and I don't want to. Well, I just got back from cookout. It's like 11, and I left at like 11, and it's like 11:30. So it was a longer line than usual. I forgot to vlog me going there, but here is my food. I got something different this time. I got the fries, because like the fries up here, these aren't the fries that they usually sell. Well, in Albany. And I got the sandwich this time instead of like the because honestly this was my usual meal in the beginning, I believe, until I stopped getting fries and started getting a bacon wrap and hush puppies, and I stopped getting burgers and started getting the tortilla. I forgot what it's called, but the chicken tortilla. It's not a fajita, it's something, but that's what I usually would get. And so I just went back over to the original because I wanted some fries, but I forgot they have fries like this. And I don't think I like their fries like this. So, yeah, I hope I do not regret eating this. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. I work 4 to 7 today. And I chose that time. I usually choose I've chosen 1 to 4 and 4 to 7 this week. But I have like a finals period. I don't know what we're doing in there. I guess it's just regular class. I don't know. But I know it's about like an hour or too long. I believe like 2 hours. So I think 1 to 3. So I have a finals period today at 1 o'clock. I work at 4 to 7. You already know I'm getting Chick-fil-A because it's on campus. And it's free. And yeah, I'm just going to get ready for that. There's something else I got to do. Oh, which is actually check my mailbox that I rarely ever check. In the first few semesters, I used to always like order stuff and send it here. Like nowadays, I just have my stuff go to my house because most of the time it ends up coming on like a Monday or a Wednesday anyway, even though I should send it here for that. But in the beginning, most of my stuff was coming there on the weekend in the beginning, and then it started coming on a weekday, but I just kept sending it there. Might as well, because it will stay there anyway. So instead of just piling up stuff here. But yeah, thank God I remember this too, man. I have to send in, what's it called? I got to do book buyback. So like the book that I bought for this semester. I'm going to bring it back, get some money for it. I'm not gonna be lazy, and I'm not gonna be lazy. I'm gonna get some money from that. I just thought about that, cause that should be a good little bit of money, hopefully too. I got some other books too that I didn't return one semester. So I'm gonna see if I can sell those. I don't know. I'm just gonna try. I actually left pretty early. I dumped my trash, so I left like 9 minutes earlier before 12:30. It's 12, I think 28. On here it says 26. But on my phone, it's 12:20. I think this one is 2 minutes late. So I'm going to class early, trying to be productive, and also like I want my seat, because if I come late, there's a girl who likes to sit in the seat that I really sat in when I first got to the class. I leave. What we're gonna do in there. He didn't say anything about a test. I know I have a test in my other class that I have tomorrow at 8 a.m. But I don't know what I have in his class, because the project has been turned in. So I have absolutely no idea. So I turned my book back in. I only got $17 for it, but hey, it's something. I went to class. It was like, we left around like 1:17, because like it took him like 17 minutes just to call out the roll. That's all we were there for. And then he told us that we met the 75% goal of us, of like evaluation of like him as a teacher, because I think they need those, or they need them. So they give us like incentives for them. I didn't turn mine in. I usually do. And I'd be like, who didn't turn theirs in? You know, in my mind, I'd be like that. But this semester, I was one of those people who didn't turn theirs in. But thank God we still hit the 75% goal, or whatever goal he wanted. And we got some extra points for that. So that's good. I had so after that, I turned in my book. Well, I did book buyback. And I slipped one to the other books, but I didn't want to carry them. And then they were like semesters ago when I bought those. And usually like colleges do not like to buy stuff like that back. And honestly, sometimes you can't bring them back anyway, because like they have like a new edition or a new book like every other semester anyway, so they're not even using that anymore. So that's why I wasn't even gonna bother. I don't know if I may try it. I don't know, because I'm already carrying all that stuff now. I'm not trying to carry all this stuff. I at least turned in the one that I actually bought this semester that was $100, almost $200, well probably $200 some dollars, that I didn't even need. I just needed it for the few weeks that I was actually in that class, but I dropped it anyway, so that was a waste of money. But hey, they're trimming the bushes. But one thing I forgot was to check my mailbox. I don't get anything sent here anyway, other than like the little daily bread book that I used to get, but I just read it on my phone now, so dang, I actually remember that because I have to read that today. But yeah, and then so I also took care of, since I was there, like might as well just go to the store that we have up here. That you'll see those in the earlier clips. I have like $6.80 left on the card, and we're trying to get all that before we leave. So I went to the store. I haven't went to the store in a while. I'm proud of myself, because in the beginning I'd be spending that money when I go to the store, and that's where like a lot of my weight gain came from. Dog, I forgot I could have went to the cafeteria. I haven't went to the cafeteria in so long. I used to, but thank God I kind of stopped, even though it's like sometimes I do be hungry and I need to go there. But like, because I would get that and Chick-fil-A, plus they always had cookies, and I used to get like 4 or 5 cookies. I just used to eat and stuff myself. So like, I eat that food, I eat the Chick-fil-A, and I eat the cookies, and I eat the chips that I got, and then I eat candy, and I eat the stuff. Like, it was a lot. So even though I do be hungry sometimes, I gotta go get the food. They also the thing is too, like, I don't like to go places like that, and then I had to sit in. So like when COVID happened, like, it was kind of cool, because at first they would let you have a to-go plate, but then they stopped doing that, so I stopped going again, because I had already stopped going the first time. When I saw they had to-go plates, I was like, okay, COVID on did something good. Then they stopped that, but now they started back again. They started back again, so I thought I would go. But then it's just like, also, actually, I can't even blame myself for not even going at this point, because I can't even blame myself for not going, honestly, because of my work schedule. I realized that, because a lot of my shifts are 4 to 7, and I have class like before then, so like around like 8 to like 1. Well, no, around like 9 to 1. Like, well, actually not even 1, 2, because I get out at 3:15 for my 2 o'clock class. So with those type of classes, it's like I don't, with those classes, and then the only time I can work after those classes is 4 to 7 or later, when dinner is like 5 to 7 anyway, so I don't even have time to go there. So that's another reason. So I can't even blame myself for that, thank God, because I can't even go there anyway because of the times that I work. So, but it also probably helped, probably not lose weight, but probably stop eating so much. Cause yeah, but with that $6.80, I was already up there, thank God. I just go ahead and went to and then I was going to like the library or the bookstore, which is like right by the area in which you saw in the clip before this. With that, like, the store is right there, so I had like $6.80 left. So I just did the calculation on this, and I just got 3 of these just to go ahead and spend the rest of that money up. But when I did the calculations, I counted, because the thing said $1.99 for each of these, and it was 3 left, so I got the rest of the 3. And it also had, and I know that tax on food is like 4%. So I did the thing on that. It said about like 6 something. So I'm like, okay, I have a few cents left, in which I was trying not to spend the whole $6.80, because like with our meal exchanges, I guess it's COVID, I don't know, because we used to be able to, like, we have like our meal plan is like 10 meals per week before they restart, and 3 of those meals you can exchange for food at Chick-fil-A. You can either get the chicken sandwich meal, or you can get a 8-piece nugget meal, which is what I always get. But now they have like a 10 cent to 11 cent upcharge on it. So not only do you have to exchange one of your meals, now you have to pay an extra 10 or 11 cents out your own pocket. And so they automatically use the money that's on your that you get from like going to college anyway. You get like, you know, like school money, like cash that you can only use at school and whatnot, not your actual like school check, you know. So they automatically use that. So now mine is like, and then thing about it though, I didn't want to use all of that, and then I thought I did the math correctly. I also thought about it too, like what if it's not even the right price? And which I guess it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe they tax regular tax. I don't know. Because the lady, and she's a cool lady, and thank God. So when I went up there, to the cash register, I put those 3 up there. I did my math already. She said 680 something, or 6 something, and I said, well, you said this, so I had to put one back anyway, because she said over what I had. Plus, I also didn't want to spend that change and have to use actual change out of my pocket. I wanted to have a little bit of change left on there for a few extra meals before I left and whatnot. So she said, even though I still want some change on there, she said, how much do you have on there? I said 680. She said, okay, I'll cover the rest of the 70 cents. I don't really get where she got the 70 cents from, because I had 680 and she said like 687 and whatnot. So she allowed me to, you know, get the third one. You know, she covered whatever I didn't have, so thank God. But now I have to like fork the cost of that, which it shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully not. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem, because when I got money, thank God. Not a lot, but it's something. And even when I get paid, I have to pay my phone bill, and then the extension that I thought that I was doing for this month's phone bill was actually for next month's phone bill. So that bill was still due, what that was due to. But thank God, my dad already gave me like half of that payment that I needed. And so when I get paid, like that check is like just enough to pay my phone bill. So thank God my phone is still on and stuff, because yeah, it's just a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait until 4 o'clock till my shift to eat. I usually do, but that's just, you know, making myself suffer when I don't have to. So I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A and eat, even though I have like around 2 hours and plus some minutes before my shift starts and whatnot. Because I could have had a 1 to 4 to 4 to 7 shift today, like I had like on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. But because like this one started at 1 and it's supposed to end at 3, but I figured with him, and we already did everything, there was nothing else to do, I don't believe, other than him take attendance and then tell us some quick announcements and let us go. Because it's 1:30, it's 1:39 probably right now, 1:40 and whatnot. And most of that 30 minutes was, you know, me walking around campus and showing y'all that and stuff. So I figured we weren't going to use the whole time. But it's still like the lady lately, she's been tripping about who's coming late and who's not sitting, which makes sense, of course. Because some people like literally just don't come and whatnot. So, and I did that one time by accident, and I still claim my hours. I felt bad about that. I felt bad about it. And then when my TV broke, you know, I overthink a lot. So when my TV broke, I was like, oh, I hope that's not karma. Like, I don't know, but I overthink so much. Because I genuinely, like, just didn't know that was the time. Like, I could have sworn it was 4 to 7. Or whatever time I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was 4 to 7. I got there exactly at 4. And turns out that's when my shift ended, because I had a 1 to 4. I genuinely forgot. And I still claimed the time for it, in which I felt bad about. I started overthinking about it. Still claimed it. But it actually put me up to where I legit had just enough to pay my phone bill. So I get paid for that on Friday, which I leave on Friday. I usually leave on Thursday, but I'm leaving on Friday today, this week, because of finals, and my other class final is on Friday at 1 o'clock. So, but thank God I was already moving stuff out, because I kind of have my room to myself now. Kinda, I got my area to myself, so I've been trying to like clean it up, decorate it how I want to. My mom has always like took control of that and did what she wanted to do. And then my sister, like, her stuff is just everywhere, so I piled it up on her side of the room on her bed. That's why her side is so messy. The room is so small for us to, you know, to be sharing it in the first place. Because I had a clip of that to show y'all, but I was just like, nah, that's just too That's just too cluttered. So I said, I'm gonna take that out. So no, thank you. But it doesn't help because like my mom is like, she's a hoarder. She has so much stuff. She has so much stuff to where it's like she puts it in our room, like it's not a problem. She puts it in our room and puts it on my sister's bed as well, including my sister's stuff. And my sister wasn't the cleanest person anyway, so it stains and stuff over there anyway. So I know I ain't the cleanest person, but I don't think I'd be doing all that. Nah. But yeah, it's just kind of annoying. It's still a blessing, you know. But it was annoying. It kind of was annoying. So, but thank God I'm actually able to do something with it. You know, I'm bringing my stuff back. And how about I pulled up the Chick-fil-A thinking that like, oh, I'm gonna get some Chick-fil-A when I forgot. Like I was saying in my rant that deleted earlier, that with Chick-fil-A, like, here we get 10 meals and you can exchange 3 of your 10 meals for something at Chick-fil-A. And usually now, I had different processes back in the day, but now I on Thursday, because it resets on Thursday. So now I use when a meal exchange on Thursday, so that's 1, and then Monday is 2, and then Tuesday is 3. So I have to wait until Thursday for my meal exchanges to even reset. Then I can get them. So I forgot I had to buy some. I can't still go buy Chick-fil-A, but I eat it every day anyway. So I might as well. If I got to buy something, I might as well buy something else. You know. So I'm about to go. Most likely Cookout. There's a lot of other places, but Cookout is my fallback on. Like it's my go-to idea. So I don't know though, because I be thinking about Sunday, but I just feel like get sick today from me. I don't know. They have chili. I just be scared. Plus, I don't like their burgers. I like their fries. I don't like their burgers. I don't know. I go for the fries. But the burger ain't it. I was thinking about McDonald's yesterday. I might get McDonald's. The only reason why I kind of want to go to Cookout is because like last night they didn't have ice and they didn't have hot C. Like they were out, so I had to get my own. Thank God we didn't even have ice, but hopefully with no germs, and I had to rinse the ice. But I had to get my own ice out of the fridge in the little kitchen area of our building. Rinse that off, put that in there, and whatnot, because I at least thought the juice would be hot. It wasn't even I at least thought the juice would be cold. It wasn't even cold, it was hot. So when they say they need ice, they need ice. So I'm back. Got my Wendy's. I hope this drink good, because usually they drink so watered down. That's the only thing, well, not the only thing, but that's one thing that's bad about Wendy's. And then I just got the Baconator meal. I was confused on whether I want the Sun or this one, because I feel like honestly the Sun tastes better. I don't know what it is, but to me the Sun tastes better. It tastes juicier, but I wanted to make sure I was full. So yeah. my cup from Wendy's earlier. I just put some Kool-Aid in here. And then here I got 2 cheeseburgers, some fries, and a 6-piece nugget. And my favorite sauce from them, sweet and sour. I think they did me dirty on the fries. I'm gonna be honest. I think some of them are stale. Some of them are good. I do not know, but I'm scared to eat it. But I'm pretty safe to eat. Well, I just finished my final exam. I think I was the first to finish. Whew. We had 45 questions. See, because with her stuff, is like, it's easier to like guess. I was about to say remember, not remember. It's easier to guess because it's more of about like emotions and being, you know, empathetic and whatnot within like the business culture and whatnot of being a business owner, and how to act, you know, ethically with, you know, customers and stuff to make them feel good. So that's mainly what her stuff is about, consumer emotions and whatnot, and how you should say things. So it's usually easy to guess because in the beginning I did better in the beginning, honestly, but hey. And how I had graded those 2 people in my group, I changed it because I probably was being a bit harsh. I don't know. I just feel like, because imagine if we could only turn in 1 and that was it type thing. Like, we didn't have good communication, and which was the problem. But I saw how like my other teammate had graded them and whatnot, and I believe she put me at like a 5, so thank God. I believe she did. Like, why would she give me less than them? But she gave me, I'm sure the other dude, and herself a 5, and then the other 2 a 4, because at least they did their section. And then the other one, he did his section pretty early. So, because at first I gave him a 2, but I went up to a 3. And the other dude, I gave a 3, I gave a 4. So, because I originally said I wasn't gonna grade him harshly because he didn't have much to do or anything to do in general. So I wasn't really gonna grade him hard. But then it's like, he said he had games and he's an athlete. So I was like, I don't know, because at least I gave him a little higher than the other dude, because one, he had a smaller part. So if we did have to do it or did miss it, it wouldn't have been much and whatnot. And also, he at least kept communication with us. It wasn't a lot like us, but he at least kept some type of communication with us. Because the other dude, like, at least he did his section on time. That's the thing, they were opposite. He did his section on time, but he didn't communicate with us for us to even know that he sent us his section. Because we just thought that he was BSing and like, oh, I'm gonna send it soon, when it's like, it's been like a week and you still haven't sent it. And we've been asking him constantly, and he just wasn't replying until like the night of. So yeah, so I don't know, because I think we were more of, even I think it just more of said, how well did we work together? Did they listen? Were they comprehensive to, you know, what you were trying to say and your ideas? And so I was grading more on the fact of listening and whatnot. But I saw how lenient she graded them, in which I thought she was gonna grade them hard. I saw how lenient she graded them, so I said, okay, I'm gonna give them a point up. So yeah, had to get some more cookout, because when I went to Chick-fil-A, they were closed for water advisory. I don't know, so I had to pay for my food, and I had other things I want to do with my money, but I had to pay for my food. So So, and I do it like around a specific time. I leave around like 12:45, at least like with a 45. So, but I actually did good this time. I got up and I did what I need to do and got all my stuff before 12:45. And when I got to the car and finna open the door, it was 12:45. So I was doing good on my timing. To where I could have been like, well, I probably was still gonna be late, but not as late. So this time I still had to eat because I worked from 1 to 4 and 4 to 7. So I was not finna wait all the way to 7 to eat because I guess what I ate last night, I don't know, I didn't feel that good this morning. Maybe because I got up early, I don't know. I just didn't feel this great this morning. So yeah, so after my finals exam, oh, and to update y'all on that, I made a 70. It was 45 questions with like a 10 point at the end. I didn't know what it was, so I didn't do it. But yeah, so after that, like, I was tired. I took a nap, had weird dreams, of course, and got up and waited for my shift. And because I like to eat on my shift, they give me something to do, and then kind of like holds me over for like later on in the day. So yeah, I had to go and get cookout, so that made me even more late. So I had to tell them that I didn't want to, but they said they're gonna be setting up down here, so I told them. So if somebody come out here and set up some water bottles, then they be like, they won't be like, oh, where you at? So I had to say it. Wait for my food because it was a pretty long line. Well, it wasn't that long, and it moved pretty quickly, so thank God. But I was about 20 minutes late because it was unexpected that Chick-fil-A was gonna be closed. So fun fact. Are on a water advisory, or a ball water advisory. So that's why Chick-fil-A was closed. I remember it said on the door water advisory. It's because Americans is under a water advisory notice. So we can't brush our teeth, wash our dishes, or drink the tap water. I wonder, can we shower? I would assume, I don't know, because I brushed my teeth this morning. I hope everything all right. I don't know what happened, but they got, as you saw, they got water bottles back here, and we can only take like 2 per person to brush our teeth with and wash our dishes and stuff, so, or drink. That's crazy. I wonder what happened. I'm gonna go ahead and get me some to brush my teeth. Probably drink. Because, honestly, I got my own water bottle, so. It's crazy. I brushed my teeth last night and this morning with dub. You need to, but I pray it's all right. And whoever don't know, like, it's okay and they find out. Got my 2, and I'm going to hand them out because no one's really going to see this back here unless they come back here, but they're probably not going to know what it is. So I'm going to hand them out as people come. And doing good. 2 of them are completely empty. And we finally have a basket in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and start moving some of my stuff out. Not everything yet, but at least some of it, so I don't have too much to do tomorrow. I got 2 cheeseburgers and 3 bags of fries, and then 2 sodas. Actually, like, they had food from Albany State, like where I live, Albany. They got it from Albany State. Like, they got the water that I was handing out from Albany. So I didn't think about that. Yeah, but thank God I was able to bring the food here. I got a good amount. I used 2 of my meals. Like, I didn't even have to, because you can get as much as you want with 1. But it don't matter because you get 10. Tomorrow's my last day anyway. Until, like, you know, I move out officially. And yeah, it's not even about the 10, so it's not wasting anything. It would be a waste if I use my meal exchange, but I don't think it is. And Chick-fil-A's closed anyway, so not like I can use it. So, I mean, hey.
fantastic.